These two men have something in common that has nothing to do with politics.
Hello, President Trump.
Government's a little bit nasty, Peter. You haven't noticed that. You've had a charmed life, right?
You tell me.
Very charmed. I think you've had a charmed life. I think what I'll do, if you don't mind, numbers have just come out which are rather extraordinary, and I thought I'd play a tape of one of the people who I've respected over the years.
He's going to tell the people what he's going to do, and he's going to do it. Finally, we get someone that's not a politician.
But everybody's so angry with the Democrats and so angry with the Republicans, that's why he's got the support he's got. He's the screw you Washington vote. That's all he is.
I'm having people who are, they told me that they've always voted Democrat, but now they've lost hope with the Democratic Party, and they feel that Donald Trump is a businessman who can make a difference.
From what Trump said, I like what Trump said.
Yeah, and it can't get any worse than what it is right now.
Hit like and subscribe first. I'm doing all this research for free, and my feelings are starting to get hurt. Before we talk about Trump and Elon, we need to talk about the people who follow them, because that's actually where this whole thing starts. Most people get this backwards. They zoom in on the leader and try to figure out what makes him so magnetic, but that's the wrong place to look. The follower creates the cult leader, not the other way around. Humans are tribal by nature. We need a group. We need an identity. We need something to belong to. That's not a flaw, that's just how we're wired. For most of human history, that instinct kept us alive. You found your people, you defended your people, and your people defended you. The problem starts when that instinct gets exploited by someone who figured out how to weaponize it. Now here's what's interesting about Trump and Elon's following. On paper, these two groups should have nothing in common. You've got working class Americans who feel like the system left them behind, and you've got tech guys who think they're going to live forever on Mars. Different ages, different incomes, different zip codes, different everything. But dig a little deeper and they're the same person. Both groups feel like the world stopped making sense. Both groups are looking for someone to explain why. Both groups are frustrated, and both groups feel like nobody in power is actually listening to them. And both groups found a strong man who pointed at the chaos and said, I know exactly what's causing this, and I'm the only one who can fix it. That's not a political pitch. That's a cult pitch. And it's been working on people for thousands of years. And here's the thing about cult leaders specifically. They don't recruit everybody. They don't need to. They find the people who are already halfway there, already frustrated, already feeling like the system is rigged against them, already looking for someone to say out loud what they've been thinking in private. Trump and Elon are both very good at that. They say the thing that other politicians and billionaires won't say, and that feels like honesty. That feels like courage. But there's a difference between someone telling you hard truths and someone telling you exactly what you want to hear. One of those things makes you better. The other one just makes you angrier and more dependent on the person saying it. I'm not saying these people are stupid. I want to be clear about that. I'm saying they're human. Desperate times make people reach for certain voices. It doesn't matter if the voice is right. It just has to be loud and confident. Certainty is the product. The actual facts are optional. Think about what both men sell. Trump sells the idea that America was great and somebody took it from you. He gives you an enemy, he gives you a scapegoat, and then he tells you he's the only one standing between you and them. Elon sells the idea that the future is going to be amazing, and anyone trying to slow him down is trying to slow you down too. Different packaging, same formula. Both of them have an enemy. Both of them have a promised land. Both of them have followers who will defend them no matter what the evidence says. no matter what they do, no matter how many times the story changes. That last part is the tell. When the facts stop mattering, you're not in a political movement anymore. You're in a cult. And the scariest part is that most people inside it have no idea. They think they're being loyal. They think they're being strong. What they're actually doing is handing someone else the keys to their own judgment. The followers didn't start out wanting a cult. They started out wanting answers. They started out feeling left behind, talked down to, or just confused about why their life wasn't matching the promise they were sold. That's a real feeling. That's a legitimate feeling. And that's exactly why it's so easy to exploit. None of us are as immune to this as we think we are. We all have tribes. We all have blind spots. We all have that one topic where we stop listening and start defending. The difference is whether the person leading your tribe is asking you to think or telling you not to. Whether they're challenging you to grow or just feeding you more reasons to be angry. With Trump and Elon, that answer is pretty clear. And if you're being honest with yourself, deep down, I think you already